Even on fake skin, those lines are shaky. So a Parkinsonian YouTuber is teaching idiots to tattoo online. Perfect combo. What's up, everybody? It's Brandon from Tattooing 101. And as you can see, I'm going through a midlife crisis and decided to dye my hair silver, which is definitely a big difference. So I wanted to go through something a lot different today. So we've been getting so many great comments from everyone talking about their journey, and one of our last videos, we talked about why we do what we do. So to change it up a little bit, I decided that I'm going to read some of the negative comments that we get and give my reaction to those comments. And I'm a sole believer that through negativity can become positivity, depending on the way you look at it. So maybe some of these comments could help me better myself in being able to teach. So without further ado, let's get into reading the comments. So first one, we have, an apprentice doesn't need YouTube tutorials, just disease-spreading scratchers and penny pushers. I have talked to many people on my followers list, and a ton of them are actually apprentices, to where their apprenticing is not teaching them all of the information. Or maybe their mentor is specific in one style to where I could teach plenty of different things. So I don't feel like this is a platform for scratchers by any mean. I teach everything to the best of my ability to be able to help people understand bloodborne pathogens and how to do things sterilely. So with that, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I don't believe that is what I'm doing. But thank you for your opinion. Even on fake skin, those lines are shaky. So a Parkinsonian YouTuber is teaching idiots to tattoo online. Perfect combo. I am very confident in my ability to tattoo. I've been tattooing for 13 years now, and saying that someone has Parkinson's is pretty deep. That's a deep thing to say to someone, but I do not believe that any person on my channel is an idiot. I'm sure all of you feel the same, but I will say he has one thing right. We are a perfect combo. We can make great things happen. A lot of people seeking acceptance from these idiot tattoos. Look at me, so sad, the need to be an individual, just like everyone else. This doesn't really make any sense. Okay, next. Wow, this is a great way to make more shitty tattoo artists. No, this is a great way to be able to help people better understand tattooing as a whole and to bring it into a new era of a way more efficient way to get into tattooing without a ton of trauma, which I understand. A lot of you people commenting on these have gone through a terrible apprenticeship and are trying to lash out to people that don't have to go through that. So I understand, but it's just so easy to not watch my videos and also to just not comment if you feel that way. But I'm glad that you left your comment on here so I could see your point of view. You are just freely giving advice away to people who haven't earned the right to have this knowledge. You're sad. You need to stop doing this. People like you are ruining this sacred tradition that I and other real tattooers love and have sacrificed so much to learn. This knowledge is not meant for everyone. You are also teaching incorrect things to people, so you are just creating a generation of bad tattooers. Congratulations. Well, before I go into this, thank you so much. I am very happy with where I got, with this channel and being able to help you guys out over this past year, so thank you. Other than that, I absolutely have earned my right as a real tattooer. I went through an apprenticeship, I'm sure just like you. I have gone through the sacred tradition of an apprenticeship, just like you. And I am freely giving away the secrets that I had to go through years and years and years trying to figure out on my own because no one would teach me. Even the mentors that I have wouldn't teach me these things. So yes, there's two sides of this spectrum. People that believe that everything I'm doing is completely against tattooing. But to say that I'm not a real tattooer, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, even though you don't want me to. And even reading these comments, it kind of gives me a push to keep doing what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, if you don't hurt someone's feelings, you're probably not doing something right. This is another long one. Poor client will be in hell. Jesus? The first blood drop was blown to piss mate. My God, start, stop, cannot even pull a complete part of the design. Hear that? That's the practice skin saying, please stop. For a 14 long, you can get the same with a 7. Keep it simple, keep it standard. Kids these days don't know what it's like to earn to learn. Shakes McGee should be your YouTube name. For 14 long, you can get the same with a 7. Not really sure what that means. If you're saying you can get the same effect as a 14 liner as you can with a 7 liner, going over the line one time, you're probably giving someone a blowout, buddy. Why would you make a video like this? If you aren't fluent and trained at tattooing, don't do tattoos. Never once saw you addressing sterilizing things or checking your stuff is sterile or how to stay sterile. Seems like you just want people to know you tattoo yourself. Like, cool, bro. So does every single tattoo artist. Wonderful comment. And I greatly appreciate this one because it's a perfect representation that you stopped at this video and didn't go through my other videos. Because I have plenty of information on everything to do with tattooing. So if you would take the time, I would love for you to watch my other videos and be able to get back to me on that subject about sterilization. Because I did tattoo myself in my tattoo studio where all of my things get checked by health inspection, where it's all sterile. Line work is shit. Thank you. You're giving information that should be given in an apprenticeship. You helping scratchers. I am helping anyone that has the want to learn how to tattoo and help them get to that point in their career with learning in an effective way that doesn't have you deal with bloodborne pathogens, understanding all of the things you need to know to not give someone a disease. Now, information that should be given in an apprenticeship, yes, but I've seen plenty of people go through apprenticeships and still know nothing on any of the subjects that people have brought up in these comments. So who is going to teach them? If not their mentors, they're just going to be tattoo artists in a shop and still don't know proper sterilization or how to keep your stuff clean. So what is the difference? That's one to keep you thinking. Giving away what isn't yours, trash. You know, I have learned all of these things through years of trial and error to where it's just so much easier to be able to learn the things right away and so much faster. So I don't think anyone owns the right on knowledge. And after we pass away, if I or anyone else does not share the knowledge, tattooing is going to die. So all these people saying, giving away what isn't yours, it's not going to be anyone's if the community just keeps going the way it's going. So I choose to carry on tattooing because I care about it and care about the people wanting to get into tattooing so that I don't have to go through the same torment and anxiety that I went through in my apprenticeship. So that, sir, is not trash. I had some doubts since he says he pushes the lines, but he's going the opposite direction many times. Someone else. It has a lot to do with the fact that doesn't fully understand how tattooing actually works. I'm not an I'm Brandon from Tattooing 101, and I'd like to tell you that I can push and pull lines. And I feel like everyone should be able to push and pull lines. If you get to an area to where you can't pull a line and you absolutely need to push a line, that you can do that. Why the hell is he using a shader for lining when you can use a straight round liner? You can. Now, someone that started tattooing over 10 years ago will know that back in the day, whenever we would make needles with solder and the round liners would be nice and tight to make that super nice traditional bold line, you pop it with a lighter, which obviously if you don't know why you would use a shader for lining, you have no idea what I'm talking about. The reason that some people use a round liner and some people that use a round shader is just the thickness of the lines. Traditional style tattoos, you know, yes, a round shader will leave a fuzzy outside around the line, but some people like that effect and it makes a nice thick line. But you could see each individual lines in that with the round shader, but it still leaves a super cool thick line. So that's why some people use a round shader. Back in the day, they would just hold a lighter to the needle a little bit so the needles expand a little bit and make a thicker line. Wow, that's shocking, bro. For anyone who is a tattoo artist and is thinking about getting a face tattoo, just go to the best dude in your shop and make sure it's good. IDK, why he regrets it. Never regret quality ink, lads. This is who we are. And why the f would I care how other people feel about it? I appreciate his honesty, but his answer pissed me off and gave me pussy vibes. Like, what an L take to have honesty. One thing that I will always be on this channel is honest. Absolutely. I could go through life not giving an F what anyone thinks. But as a business owner, as a mentor to a lot of people, and, you know, just trying to be the best person I could possibly be every day through my sobriety and everything that I've gone through, I have learned that it is important to care. It helps me on a daily basis. And if you watch the end of that video where I talk about my kids and me being a father has changed my perspective a lot. I've grown throughout the years. So having curse tattooed on my face when I don't feel like I'm a cursed man anymore is something that I regret. And if that makes me a pussy for caring what my kids think of me, then I will take that L. And that is all the comments that we will go through today. We ended on a good note because that one wasn't too bad. You know, he doesn't like that I don't like my face tattoos. That's fine, but I absolutely believe in his advice. If you want a face tattoo, think about what you're going to get. Think about how you're going to feel about it in a couple of years, because I've changed a lot in 7 years. If you want a face tattoo, go for it. I'm not gonna judge you, but some people will. But one thing that doesn't affect me is all these comments. It gives me a reason to push even more and come out with way more content to be able to help you guys get to this next level in tattooing so that we could take over this industry and stop all this negativity. And also, I've noticed that 80% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribers. And I know for a fact, because I've gone through all the negative comments, that there's not a ton of these negative people on here. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you do that so I could keep up with all the tattoo knowledge and do more fun stuff like this. As always, I hope this was a fun video to watch and get my reviews on some of the hateful comments that I get. I wouldn't say daily, but once in a while. And as always, I can't wait to see you level up in this tattoo journey and have a wonderful day.